A common question I get asked often is, what is the best way to improve or build my credit score? Most people, because of the way that the industry is set up for credit scoring, it's a hidden secret as to how to make it better. The average person typically only sees maybe their own or maybe a couple other people's credit scores. So it's very hard to determine exactly what is working and what isn't working when it comes to their credit score. In order to build a credit score, it's best to think of your credit score, your credit profile, like a bucket of water. With the bucket of water, it's your proof of how risky you are to the whole world. So in that bucket of water, if things negatively happen, for example, like late payments or past due balances, you'll end up needing to make the bucket of water cleaner. So the best way to make for clean water in a credit profile or credit report is to add in the right types of new credit lines. In my opinion, and based on many years of experience, the best way to add new credit history is through the source of revolving accounts. For example, credit cards. Credit cards are a bit different than normal types of installment loans because credit cards have a monthly report card on whether or not you're tempted from a risk standpoint to touch that credit limit and whether or not you pay it back. With the credit limit, they're looking at how much of that credit limit you're using. So again, if you're tempted to use all of the credit limit, you're looked at to being riskier, and that particular month, that report card goes back to the credit bureaus, and it shows that the bucket of water is still a little bit dirty. If you use a credit card the right way, which is to almost think of a credit card like an emergency loan, if you're not needing to touch that emergency loan, also known as keeping it at a zero balance, that report card for the month ends up being a really good report card, adding in really good, clean water to your credit history. You also want to kind of think of the credit score building process to be this revitalization of what your past was, because it is based on open, active accounts in what you're doing. So again, by adding the brand new clean water is the key thing to do. So paying your payments on time is obviously a no-brainer, but also proving to the world that you don't need to tap into those emergency loans is great. So making sure you have a good variety of credit card accounts or revolving accounts at zero balances for a long duration of time is the best way to build your credit. If you want more information on this topic or would like any other questions answered regarding a home loan, please check me out at Bacon Home Loans or message me.